All right, good morning, everybody. Can you guys hear us okay? All good, yeah. Thank you, Frank. No problem. All right, let's just get started with the presentation today. All right, obviously, I'm not going to go over what we included yesterday, but pretty much for those of you who are here for the first time, if you can just share with us present number 5. If you're here for the first time, never been with us before, I would appreciate it. That way, we know exactly how to address the presentation. All right. All right, so here we go. Thank you for being here with us today. And today you'll experience how serious and professional traders increase their trading winning consistency when applying our unique and exclusive award-winning daily market analysis. Right? We've been averaging about 13% ROI per month for a little bit over 40 straight months, specifically in the crude oil and the index futures market. And we'll show you how you can easily knock it off or apply it in less than 15 minutes every day and avoid the most common mistakes, right? Most traders do on a daily basis, which is paralysis analysis. We're going to try to solve that problem for you today, right? So I'm going to go really quick. This is how it's going to work. We're going to provide a detailed market analysis, right? A very specific market analysis for you. We're going to identify the potential trend for the day for each of those instruments that we provide for you. And we'll also, in addition to provide you with a highly potential probable trend, we're also going to provide you with potential levels where the market most likely have the tendency to reach within the next session or two. Okay, so in other words, if it is bullish, it's going to focus on going up or long positions, and most likely where the market will head towards to and reach specifically on the upward levels or downward levels. Either one of those, we're going to be covering both, right? So it's really awesome because you have no doubt either up or down, you're still going to have the levels and the information. All right, so that's the most important part that you need to address and focus on. This is our services, what we're really good at it. As an additional bonus, if we see it fit, we'll take a live trade based on our own price action analysis, right? Based on momentum and price action combination. And we are personally going to aim to take profits or losses based on our personal preference, not yours, all right? So you don't need to compare or follow us blindly because everybody has a different risk tolerance towards the market. Agreed? Right? Sounds good? Okay, so here we go. The idea is for you to apply what we're going to provide on the market analysis and apply it in your own personal market, trading strategy, right? We provide the market analysis. You provide your own methodology of executing and managing the trades. We're going to help you with a few, but definitely the idea is for you to compare yours with ours or combine them to make something even better. All right, here's the time to just silence your cell phones, and if you need to go to the private room, this is the opportunity so you don't lose the information that we're going to be sharing in a moment. Right now, this is not for you if you're an inexperienced or beginner trader. If you can't tolerate risk, never traded before, don't have full risk capital. If you're looking for the trading holy grail, we're not miracle traders. If you don't have a clear trade plan in place, this is not for you. If you don't have self-control or discipline, definitely not for you. Once again, if you can't afford to lose money at trading, trading is not for you until you're ready to do so, right? Now, this is for you if you already have a trading strategy in place. Most likely, these are the person who thrive with our services for years at this point. Obviously, we are the Trading Mission is a knockoff of my professional consultant firm, right? In a very small scale, where we have money managers acquiring pretty much the exact same information you're going to witness today. It's up to you to take it up to you to the next level and make the best out of it on your trading arsenal. So hope you understand and open up your eyes and see things differently. We're not a trade room. We're an analysis services providers for you. That we actually take trades if we see it fit, right? Now, this is for you if you understand that we will win and we will lose in trading from time to time. Accept the fact that there will be days that we're simply going to lose money, and that's it. It's part of the business, part of the deal. You're not going to bitch about it or cry about it. That's it. Trading is for you, right? It's perfectly aligned for your personality. If you have at least a trade account and full risk capital of $10,000 to $20,000, this is perfectly aligned for you. If you have some previous knowledge on how the market works, it's even better, right? We're going to better the outcomes and the odds by providing a leverage of information that nobody else has. If you understand that return on investment in trading is measured at the end of the month, not per day, perfectly aligned for you. If you have a trade plan in place and a personal daily objective, even better, because that means that you're really thorough and specific and disciplined in your trading. If you don't, we can help you provide that inside the members area as well. We have a 2-hour training on how to do that. If you are looking for an edge in your trading, we are for sure going to bring that over to you by following the analysis that you're going to witness in a moment, right? And if you're looking to learn and grow your trading account in a monthly consistent basis, definitely Trading Mission is for you, okay? My name is Carlos Diaz on the left side. On the right side, Mr. Juan Alexandrino. We're being pretty much involved into the analysis services for speculators since 2014, but we've been doing this for a little bit over, at least for myself, a little bit over 20 years now, right? Just in case you need to know if we're qualified or not. I've been around since 1998, already teaching a group of local bank stockbrokers who needed to apply and learn how to control risk management on their portfolio using technical analysis. So that was back in 1998. 2001, I was featured in the same newspaper on the bank finance sections on the Caribbean business. Once they understood and found out that I was just hired by a local bank, the local bank referred us to a hedge fund in Florida, and these people hired us to oversee the S&P Big Futures market as the main analyst. In other words, provide what you're going to witness today. Provide the levels, the tendency, and potential outcome on the futures market. It was more of a swing trading than day trading, but it was really awesome. It was kind of one of the pinnacles of my career by being not a hedge fund manager, but at least I was the analyst for them. So that's really awesome. All right. In 2015, we were awarded with a Trade Titans Award by Dr. Dean Hatley based on truthfulness, transparency, and profitability. And I think we still have the same position awarded for 2016 and on the way to 2017 as well. So I think this kind of proved the point that we might help you. We might know a few things here and there, and we can help you better your trading. If you're serious about your trading, if you're not, that's a cool thing. The other thing is that our technique or strategy might not be your style. If it is not, that's it. No hardcore feelings, and you can go along. And we wish you the very best in your success in trading. Our mission is to provide traders with the most accurate market analysis, period, bar none, nothing else. We're going to be respectful, honest, transparent, to share our knowledge, and provide great support. Now, from you, we hope that you are going to be respectful, be responsible, maintain focus, embrace information, and most importantly, have fun, right? Either case, it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, and your pedigree and background. We have zero tolerance toward negative comments. I really could care less and crap where you're coming from and your pedigree and your family heritage. We have a zero tolerance towards negative comments. Agreed? Yes? Everybody can press number 5 if you understand what I just mentioned right there, so we can continue on. All right? Awesome. Thank you very much. All right. So here's how you're going to get the best out of this. Pretty simple. Very simple, straightforward. Number 1, practice our methodology in simulation first. Do not engage in real-time trading until you understand what the crap is it that we're doing here. Do not put your money at risk if you do not understand how we trade, how we analyze the market, or how we are actually executing the market. As a mean of reassurance, let me explain again. You are responsible for your pulling the trigger in your own methodology, not us. We're going to provide you with hardcore, highly accurate, award-winning analysis, tendency, and levels. It's up to you to make the best out of them by providing your own strategy or methodology. We're going to try to trade on top of it, and you can compare our style with your style. You can use our style if you feel like to, but it is based on our risk tolerance, not yours. Understood, right? So don't start saying, well, why are you risking here? Why are you, don't ask why, because that's our personal preference. You should have your own, right? Now, that's going to be way after the analysis is being spread, it's being provided, which is going to give you the full-blown perspective way before pulling the trigger, exactly how much would the risk will be, how much the potential targets will be, how much the profit would be, and the difficulty of the market. So that's going to be way before that, right? So everybody's going to be, and we'll have an ample time to make a decision before pulling any trigger whatsoever. So there's no need for you to make crazy commitments or crazy decisions into the market, right? Because you're gonna have time. You should have time, right, to make the right judgment. Sometimes it doesn't. I'm gonna be quite honest. Sometimes we open up the trade room, and unfortunately, there's a trade already there. So there's just blown. Let's just do it right there. But as you get to know us, you pretty much know exactly what to expect and how accurate and reliable those are. All right, we're going to be using, and you should be using, uncluttered charts. Clear, no indicators whatsoever, a clean chart, plain white chart with the lines that you can emulate, copy, and replicate the levels that we're going to provide for you. All right, so we ask you to pay attention in detail for the pre-market analysis and trade plan, including our potential entry and stop loss level based on our methodology, so you can compare it with yours. Okay, write down in your trading journal, which shame on you if you don't have a trading journal at this point, but you should do. Go now, go to Amazon, go somewhere, go to thrift store, a dollar store, and get yourself a trading journal and be really thorough and serious about your trading, right? On that journal, every day you gotta trade, you gotta write down your trade plan, what you're gonna do, get in, get out, you're done, right? This is not an ATM machine. So basically just get in there, write your plan, and in this plan, if you're here with us, you're going to write the potential targets to the upside and the downside for each market you chose to trade from, okay? Our suggested average daily objective is to make the industry standard, not our preference, industry standard, at least on the CL market or oil market, about 10 to 20 ticks, which is $100 to $200, right, per contract. So that's the minimum objective. Why? Because it's what most likely everybody try to look for or go for on this market. And basically, as soon as you're done, as soon as those are reached, if that's your personal objective, you should be done. All right. We will close the room as soon as we reach our personal objective or targets, including either one of these, 10, 20, or more, whatever that at that point we feel comfortable with, and we should be done for the day. All right. We will not trade if we feel that the market is not in balance. If it is not safe to take our funds and put them into risk, we're not taking a trade. We're standing outside with no shames of it. So I don't care what you thought, what your thinking will be. We plain and simple are not willing to risk our funds, all right? From time to time. When we do incur any loss, because yes, surprise, we lose in the market, we will look to make for further 2 attempts to recover before sitting out on the market for the remaining of the session. That is assuming that everything is lined up based on our methodology, right? And we will follow the strict rules of engagements with discipline, right? We follow our trade plan and strategy diligently every single time, step by step, right? That's the reason I'm saying you have to compare our style and methodology with yours. Sometimes we like to stay outside where for you there might be an opportunity, like as you're probably going to see, and a lot of people are going to be making way better than us, right? But our job is not to place a trade. Our job is to place an amazing, freaking awesome analysis that is going to take your trading to the next level, okay? So these are the comments. You're going to have access to the 24-hour live community chat room where you're going to be able to exchange ideas. You can see here the results of a few days of people that they've done really awesome. You can see here the comment by Gianni that says 100% accuracy on trend. I'm pretty sure we're really close by it. Not 100%, but I would say a little bit over 80%. We're really good at it. So, but these are the comments you're going to be able to exchange. And this trade room, here's an example where members share the wins, the losses, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Right? That's the whole point. We're a community where we help each other thrive without bashing out or talking crap about something else, right? Everything has to be boiled into the same direction. If everybody thinks in the same way and everybody hold their hands and help each other out and thrive into one direction, there's nothing else that we need to reach the success that we're looking for, and that's what we have here in the community on Trading Mission, right? Now we're really focused, right, and determining of what we do. We've been around for a while, once again, and the members also are they stay with us for quite a while. Here's an example: been following you for almost 6 months now, and the wins just keep coming in. My account is almost double, right? So following you for a long time, right? I discovered your trade room for about a year and have 4 profitable months, not 1, not 2 weeks, not 2 weeks of test, not 2 days of test. People have been with us for quite a while. Once they test and understand and embrace information and understand how they can benefit from it, they stay with us for a while, right? Got distracted, went off on my own, blew my account. Now I'm back since January, up 14%, right? Here's another one, right? I've been a member here for over a month and I'm very happy. Here's another one. Carla has opened. Okay, I've been in this room for over a year, right? Opened my eyes to being aware that the market moves back and forth. Help me identify the direction, being still, wait for the market to move first, right? And show the possible movement. Now check this out. I traded 3 contracts first and up 5 contracts at that point for the when the person actually left the message right there, right? So here's another one. Average daily profit has gone 40% since joining Trading Mission, right? And here's the last one. On the last year, my overall account is up 42.3%, which is way far beyond, right, anything I ever experienced before. You and Juana, the general article, blah, 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 yada, yada. You know the point. So let's get started. At this point, this is extremely important. This is extremely important for everybody to understand, right, that we're here for the long term, and you need to embrace the information, what we're going to be providing to you. All right, let's get on with the charts and with the analysis. Well, it just takes a snapshot pretty quick, so I can just get on with the analysis and be done with that. So I think so far this is good enough for all the levels on the CL 15-minute chart.
All right, done.
All right, I'll come back in a moment. Let's just do NQ. There you go. These are the levels that I'm interested in.
Done.
All right, awesome. Let's go with gold. Gold's a little bit weird and sideways, but nevertheless, hold on, wait. Okay. I think that will work. Okay, I think that's good.
Done.
Okay. And lastly, the Emini S&P. I'm on a 15-minute chart. These are the levels that I'm interested in, the Emini. Go ahead.
Done.
All right, awesome. So let's get started with the Emini S&P. All right, guys, so let's just first start, go to a slightly bigger chart. Close your eyes, open your eyes. What is the main trend from left to right? What is the main trend from left to right? Pretty quick. All right, I need 5 answers so I can continue and just see if we got savvy traders here with us or not. I need 5 answers. All right, thank you. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Thanks a lot. So there you go. The main trend is down. Absolutely. Very straightforward. Take a closer look at the chart. There's important high. There's important low. The market's going straight down, right? The market is just hovering right here, unbiased at this point, with a maintained tendency of a long-term perspective chart of the downside. So the long-term perspective is bearish, not bullish, okay? So they might seem that they're bouncing up to the upper side, but you take a closer look, this high, then not to the most important high right here, okay, yet. So this is a bearish outlook. The main trend is down, okay? So basically price structure wise, it's just continuing pushing down slowly and steady, right? So now we can drop into a lower time frame, I would say 10 minutes. And see what's going on in the overnight session. Overnight session seems to be bullish, right, at this point, but nevertheless, we follow here and pay attention to the short-term and medium-term potential momentum tendency is bearish at this point, which goes in sync with the big tendency or time frame that we just saw right now. Agreed? So even though that this guy looks like it's an upward movement, you're missing the point. Why? Because you're just watching the last couple of hours. That's not a trend, right? So you got to zoom out and see the big picture. Now this is a trend, right? Right? And then you need to pay attention. Not only because the last hour or whatever they did is just indicating what they're going to do. Never oversee the fact that you go back in time and say, oh, wait a minute, that's an important high, that if they go further up, they might encounter some resistance there. So I should not be a buyer until they pretty much clear that path. I explained this yesterday with a live trade execution and analysis. Was freaking awesome, by the way, on the oil market based on the decision making that we did there, right? Wait a second. Let me switch to 10-minute here for a moment. Well, I'm noticing these guys are tending. Is everything kind of bearish at this point?
Yes.
All right. All right. So sorry, guys. I have to cut that out for a moment. The analysis. So on the Emini, because I think we might have an opportunity here. Let me see the 30-minute. 9. Now let's just wait until they test this ground level here, and then we'll look for an opportunity. It's okay. Right. Never mind. All right. So we're okay. We're not gonna miss anything. Okay. So as I was saying, on the Emini S&P, although this looks like kind of slightly bullish at this point, the big time frames are bearish, and just because you see this as a higher high, don't you ever forget to go back and scroll back and see that there is probably an immediate higher high than that one that might you're missing out because you're focusing too narrow at this point, and then you say, all right, I'm going to buy on the breakout, and all of a sudden you find yourself buying right on the retest of the prior swing high, and more often than not, you're going to encounter yourself when you go, you place a position and immediately the market goes against you. Then you start saying, "Oh man, they're always against me." Blah blah blah. Yeah, it doesn't work. Trading is crap. No, it's because you're overseeing the little details. Okay, so go back. Always pay attention to the possible immediate support or resistance. So you're pretty much sure that you cleared those out. At least test them once. In other words, I would have loved to see this high as a retake of the previous high, because I know that if they're going to take it again and I decided to go along with it, I know for a fact that they already tested once, but at this point they haven't even tested that yet. They tested like the lower part of it, right, this swing, and it's just exactly what they have done right there. Now the other thing you got to pay attention is the behavior of it. Take a closer look how in this region over here, which translates into what they have done right there, the market dropped heavily, right, at that point. In this case, look at this, you know, so the market just dropped those 23 points right there on the Emini S&P. So in other words, pay attention to the previous report of resistance. They're always important. If you are trading on the lower time frames, that's what I'm trying to say, go back and make sure that you have a clear path every time that you take a position, right? Now take a closer look how everything is shifting slowly and steady to the upper side on the NQ at this point. And basically the no trade zone, we took the screenshot, right? Yes, I think 28.25 and 58.02 is what we call the no trade zone. I'm going to explain that in a moment. I was just talking about ES. Now I switch to NQ. So this is what we call a choppy session, choppy tendency. It's what we call a very unstable market. It doesn't mean that we can't trade from it. It just means that it has a high tendency of having a lot of selling pressure from the top and a lot of buying pressure from the bottom. That's what it means, right? It doesn't mean that you can trade them, but if you do, try to make sure that you're trading in favor of the trend, whatever that is. If it is down, it's down. If it is up, it's up. But every time that we have what we call a no trade zone, we call that the no trade zone. It means unbiased zone. That's what it means. It has a lot of floating order against buyers and sellers, which means it's going to make it more difficult for either one of the sides to actually have a clear path of a tendency or trend in direction, making it more difficult to reach the personal objective or targeting that you're expecting to either to the upside or to the downside. So it's not until they actually break out free outside of that region, right, or containment, that you can see a clear path of movement in one direction, right? Members obviously have seen this happening over and over again, so just a matter of time and waiting for you to, you know, get acquainted with this and understand how it works. Okay, so in other words, no trade zone between 28.25 and 58.02, even on the NQ. A break above 28.25 will most likely trigger 34.50, 39.75, 57.25, 69.50, and we have an 11.25 all the way up there for swing trading or long-term perspective. But if they break below the 58.02, the potential outlook would be 90.50, 85.75, and 80.75. Beyond that, we got a swing trading long-term perspective trade level at 68.75 and 50.50, and we probably have a 31.50 here, which is at this point purple. And just so you know, the color coding is based on an internal. It's personal. It's a personal legend, so we know from which time frame they are coming from. That's basically what it is. But all you have to make sure and be aware of that the purple ones are a set of combination, multiple time frames that coincide in the same structure and level that has always been and will always be able to be confirmed by floating orders as well. So not only there are support or resistance on multiple time frames combining the same level, we were also on top of that are able to confirm that level with floating orders from smart money that we acquired right through Skype with one of our members, mentors, and so on and so forth. So that's where the purples are. So I'm just answering questions so I don't have to go back at them. Okay, on this one. All right. So if we zoom out once again, the main trend at this point is bearish, a little bit sideways at this point, but it's a huge downward movement. It's not until they take the higher high right here, make new highs that the NQ could be considered a shift of trend, right? If they can come up and still being a big pullback or a big retracement, right? That's how the way I see it as an analyst or swing trading analysis. For day trading though, is a different ballgame, yes. For day trading, here's the mentality. Yeah, the market might be bullish at this point because they're making higher high, right, and higher lows. Yes, they're going long. And you might be able to look for a buy opportunity anywhere above and beyond 28.25. Rest assured, these are the levels and the targets that we provide you. Now, the thought process, though, is that this is not a bullish market as a whole. It's going up in the short-term bias, and you, as a day trader, can be a buyer, focus on buy setups because the price structure is upward. But don't forget that since it is a huge downward move on daily charts or big swing trading charts, every buying decision will have a lot of troublesomes or a lot of roadblocks or resistance levels because we are on a huge downturn. The main trend is down, not up. The immediate trend is up against the main trend that is down, indicating that you're swimming against the current, making it a little bit more difficult to reach the perspective or objects. Agreed? Everybody understand that? Because I don't want to go back and start explaining the whole thing again. Okay? Oh, because it's the same analogy on each market that we go to. All right, so I think that will help. That was NQ, right? You zoom in, you can take a closer look at it. We're expecting a bearish outlook on the CL, sell setups only on oil. It's just that at this point, the reason for me to go short is it's close by, it's really near, they're going to go down. The problem is that from this support where we're at right now, the bottom of the no trade zone, to the very next one is only about 9 to 11 ticks. I mean, it's good enough for us to take kind of a decent move. But I'd rather wait for them to test that level right there, bounce from it, and then try to swing for the 47.12 there. It has a decent path, a bigger path. And I would rather also like to see 56 ticks in one direction. I would like to see a pullback happening. We're going to go back at it in a moment. All right, so to finish up the analysis of the Emini S&P that I started, then I jumped back into the NQ. It's similar to the NQ. It's the same thing. Long-term perspective bearish, short-term bias slightly bullish. I noticed in the overnight session this high did not do a previous high of 2 sessions back. That's kind of a weakness on the indices, indicating a bearish outlook as a whole. But it's go with the same analysis. If you're a day trader, it seems like these guys are making higher lows, higher highs, right? There's a bullish tendency. Now, short-term bias, yes, the trend is going up, but it's only a corrective mode, not a trend mode, right, or impulse move. It's just a correction of a big downward tendency or move. Agreed? Everybody understand? It's not until they take the highest high right there that the market will say, all right, I'm shifting to a new round, and now we're bullish, right, for swing trading. So the mentality of mindset that you must have at this point as a day trader is saying, all right, even though that I know it's a huge downward, these guys are kind of bullish, and I should focus on the main trend price action tendency, which is bullish at this point. So if you're taking long positions, the same analogy goes into place. You're going with the immediate trend, which is up, but you're going against with the main trend, which is down. In other words, every time that you take a long position, make sure you focus on managing the trade pretty quick, taking your personal objectives as soon as you see them happening, but don't try to think that you're going to be able to swing for the fences, because it's going to be impossible, right, until they break the higher high, blah, 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 yada, yada. Sounds good? All right, so no trade zone on the Emini S&P, 35.50 and 27.75. And you notice here how in the overnight session they actually took that and closed above that level. So there is an intended move to continue higher right there. But I see the markets mixed right now. So be careful, right? So I break above that 35.50 again for the second time in the overnight session. Did it once. Might trigger at 39.25, 39.75, 43.50, 44.75, 48.75. But if they break below 27.75, they might trigger and reach a 25.25, 24.24, 20.50, 17.75, 14.25. Now here's the other thing that you need to pay attention to. There, if you notice, there are like green boxes, right? A green rectangles all across the board here in different levels. What do those mean? What that means is that it's what we call the power zones. Power zones is a level where we are able to identify, not only based on support, resistance, retracement levels, the Fibonacci, order flow analysis, and all this turn into a blender. We're able to identify those ranges with huge amounts of floating pending orders that we received. And those gives us kind of a guidance of saying, all right, so I know these are a prior resistance, prior support, and on top of it, we'll have a whole lot of floating orders nearby them. This is when we create the zones. In other words, from 39.25 to 39.75, there is a big boatload of floating orders against, at that point, buyers. In other words, we're assuming those are sellers stepping in, and we should immediately take profits. And let's say that we're long, you should be able to take profits at that level as the first objective of the upward move. That doesn't mean it's going to be the high. It could, but it certainly means that the market is going to stop probably and pull back from there to regain some force and then continue to the next level up. That's what it means. But you want to be aware in other words, now you have the power of seeing where will the market will stop to take a little bit of a breather and continue. In other words, you're going to be able to learn that at this point, I can start trailing my stop, time my stop, close half of my position, close 75 of my position, and then trail the stop accordingly, wait for the pullback and continue, and hopefully we'll go to the next level. This is how the levels are played out every single day. Okay? So that's what those means, and this goes all across and pretty much all the pairs, right? I mean all the instruments that we're trading at. All right, so we got gold. Gold is quite a difficult market, to be quite honest with you. So let's just go back, and right here, it's a very unstable market, the way that I see it. Let me see what you say. Close your eye, open your eyes. What do you think the main trend of gold is at this point? Let's see, we got saying sideways, others up, 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 up. Lincoln, welcome. Thank you very much. Let's see, congestion. Yep. You guys are spot on. Yes, indeed. Yes, it's kind of a mixture, right, of sentiment, right? So let me show you one simple way for me to address. Let's say the client send me a snapshot, a clean chart with a snapshot of gold, and say, hey, Carlos, I need you to pay. Can you make some sense for me? This kind of the conversation that we have, so to speak. Can you help me make some sense out of a goal at this point? The first thing that I do is like, all right, this is what we got. This is a screenshot. I have nothing else to do. All right, so I'm saying this important high, and it's coming from this important low, right? And then this is the important pullback that they have done. I notice that's a kind of a double bottom right here, right? But I'm going to interconnect the points right here, and I then continue doing so. The first thing that I notice, all right, this is a main bullish tendency, but I noticed that on the last couple of sessions that the pullback hasn't been able to take the prior swing high. That's weakness for bearish. So on the long-term perspective is bullish, short-term bias is showing some weakness price structure-wise and not being able to take by far a really decent of the previous high. Now the market is coming back up, and this is where they're holding at this point. So I notice also that this swing low hasn't been able to take the most important low right now, right? So that's, you know, also going back into a bullish tendency, right? I'm just assuming there's kind of a net sum zero game, right? Positive and negative, so to speak. So the main trend is up, so, and it's still intact until they take this low to the downside. So that means that the market most likely will continue a slightly bullish outlook until they pretty much break that level down. But I notice the fake up move here is kind of a head and shoulder formation. So it's unbiased at this point. So it's sideways, bullish, sideways, right? So at this point is, once again, it's kind of an unbiased. It's sideways with a pinch of bullish outlook until they break this double bottom formation to the downside. I think CL is on the move. Yes, it is. 1 second, let's just get on with ZL. So be careful with the gold. Typically 8 o'clock, it's going to be the one that we're going to be aiming for. Next level, okay. So the no trade zone of oil 47.50. The first support is going to be that 39 to 35. I'm waiting a little bit until they pretty much do its thing. We gotta have a lot of patience today with this, guys. Next support is 39 and 35. I'm expecting a bounce. I'm just waiting for a pullback, and the pullback hasn't happened yet on the CL. But the next target, or not a target, next objective at this point is 39 and 35. We're aiming for 12, 47 even, 46.70, 46.54, all the way down here. So I'll come back to gold in a moment, but the low is right here. So this is what I'm aiming. Anything past beyond the swing low right here is what I call my targets. 47.12 to 47 is kind of the point of control here, translated in here. And then we have a further one of 70, 54, and 40 on the way down. So I think we're pretty safe. What I'm trying to wait for now is in the market to test this area, come back and test the 50, and this is going to be my setup. It's kind of a two-step pattern or a pivot step formation, what I call them, and then break through it and go for it. So it's going to require a little bit of patience, but nevertheless, a break below 47.50 will trigger 39 and 35. That's what the analysis is. It's been saying, and we said this morning, focus on sell setups only on the oil market. It's interesting. They just came back from a 83-point pullback, which is decent enough. But there's a lot of, problematic areas. Let me explain to you. Probably by now you notice that I'm hesitant to take short positions, but why is that? Don't you say that if it's below 47.50 we should go short? Well, we could, but the distance from one point to the other is not big enough, and there's like an immediate resistance. I'd rather wait for them to test this out and come back up, and then I'll find some clarity, right? But right now, if you go back in time, I'm going to show you why they're holding. They're holding because, do you see here the conglomerate of previous highs? That's what's holding that price structure there, not even reaching the objective that they should. There's a lot of potential resistance turning on multiple layers, right? Multiple layers. So double top here. Here's another high. This is kind of a trifecta level right there. Here's another highs right there. So we got multiple high. Here's another one. So I'm not going to be able to extend it there. But this is too much of too many pressures. Resistance turning into support. And look what the market is doing at this point. You see? That's the reason it's questionable for me to take these short positions, even though that it's saying the analysis suggests a break below 47.50, and if they do, they're going to reach 39.35. The problem is that we don't know how fast they're going to do it. When? The when is quite difficult. We might have an idea, but it's quite difficult. So the only mean for me to gauge kind of the validation of the commitment is to, as I explained earlier with the ES and the NQ, to make sure that I go back in time and see if we're not battling against some previous important level. And we are. A previous swing high, and the market dropped from there. A previous, transition up, and here's a kind of a conglomerate that is transitioning of where we're right now. Does that make sense, guys? So it's just going to make sense if, for me, I'll wait patiently until the market moves, clear up. I don't care. There's another swing low that they need to test. But after this move like this, after a move like this, a pullback will be kind of the giveaway for me to get ready to go short on the CL patiently. And then from that point on, there is a cleaner path and bigger path for better profits to the downside. So it requires a little bit of patience, okay? So all good there. In the meantime, let me just finish what I was saying in gold. So basically, we had the kind of a very unbiased market. You guys are spot on. These is kind of a bullish outlook with a sideways tendency as we see it fit. And since the sideways situation has been going on for about, what, 4 days, it's the other way around now. It's sideways with a pinch of bullish outlook until they break the neck of kind of the head and shoulder here to the downside, right? Now, but we got something better. We got the price action structure, volume order, floating orders, blah, blah, yada, yada, constructed within what we call the no trade zone. So the break of the 81.10 could trigger 87, 86, 83.9, 82, 81, and 80.50, so to speak. You move the decimal points according to you know, the instrument that you're trading at. Tendency to the midterms is focusing on sell setups at this point. And if we switch to a 10-minute chart, it's suggesting kind of a mixture. So we're spot on the analysis of this time. So great job, guys. So once again, is sideways with a pinch of bullish until they break the actual lowest low. But we have kind of a giveaway that if they break the 88.10, the beginning stages of the downward moves are pretty much aligning to continue already. Okay. So anyway, no trade zone, 94.10, 88.10. A break above 98.410 will trigger 95.30s, 96.50 to 97.30. Point of control transition on the previous highs, and possibly the 12.99 to 13. A break below, right? You're going to test the previous swing low. Here's another thing. Check this out. You see this level of 86 is close by to the 86.20, which is the previous low. These two are close to each other. I use that as a confluence, so it has the highest validity that the probability for the market to reach those levels that break the 88s are higher, because there's two important levels right there back to back. That's kind of a giveaway that I'm just giving you right now. So if they break that 88.10, it's probably going to reach that 86. That's going to be kind of my objective, right, for the morning. It's passed below the swing low, so it's a target. So it means that it has a potential of about 2.1 or 21, whatever it takes, whatever you measure this at this point, and less than a point for the next resistance, I mean support at this point. All right, so this is a potential for gold onto the downside for those of you trading, you know, the gold market. Okay, so gold moves up pretty much after 8 o'clock. And the other ones, it's applicable to wait until 9:30ish and give it about 20-minute threshold to see some clarity of what their intentions are. The only one that is, you know, basically on its own is kind of the CL. It moves on its own prior to the opening, after the opening, while the opening. It's kind of, yeah, it's kind of all over the place, right? Gotta be careful. All right, so switching to 10-minute, I'm just studying right now price action patterns so I can understand what the heck am I going to expect from this market. All right, so yesterday we demonstrated the power of the similarity, or the power of symmetry, which was pretty awesome, by the way. And I think many of you, anybody remember yesterday how we call up the pullback on the oil by the tick? I think that was awesome, isn't it? Let's see. What can we find here? So right off the bat, the price structure of oil at this point is like all over the place. It's something that have no tendency, or the predictive pattern that they typically leave behind. It's difficult today to read. They pull 44 to drop 14, drop 13. These two are similar. It's close by, but then again they moved another. Divide that up, it's over 40. So I think I can find, let's see, two similar pullback sessions here, although they've broken in two swings right there. Yeah, I think that's something that I might be able to pull off. Let's see. That's a 53, and this is a 43. 10 ticks of difference. What I notice here, there's a similarity on this downward move in this one before they stop on their tracks. So which brings this to triple top to the bottom of 67. And from here to here, that's 60. There you go. So 7 ticks of difference. So yeah, they need to take a breather there, and that's the reason also why they pretty much are starting to pull back up. Not counting the fact that it's also important resistance points right there. So the market moving it's moving pretty much okay in the behavior that they're supposed to. It's just that it's random at this point. It's not predictable as I like them to see. So if I don't find anything at 10-minute at this point, I'll bump it up to 30-minute, and it should clear kind of the noise that I'm looking for. This 83 is really nasty. How about 60-minute? Yeah. No, it's a little bit difficult. Let's see if I can dissect this a little bit better. Okay, so we have that. We have this, and this last one. Alright, so I have 17, 16, 20, so 25. Alright, so I'm expecting a 20, I would say 20 to 25 pullback before I see this guy's pretty much giving a decent move. So basically a pullback towards the 65-ish. So I'm gonna mark that. That would be awesome. That's all I'm trying to say. A pullback to either one of those lines, it would be a really healthy pullback for me. It has high probability to be done based on what the market has done before. So I'm allowing the market to tell me what to expect now. Now I'm at the mercy of the market, definitely. So I'm going to stand by and wait at this point. Okay. So let's see if they pull back up towards that 64, excuse me, to 65. We'll see. Now, the next thing is, actually that was supposed to be the first thing, but no, there's no report going on today. There's nothing feeling the market, backing it up, or give it the little push that we'd like to see. There's nothing happening. So since there's nothing, this is pure speculation driven. So this is going to be a really nice, choppy kind of thing day until either the 8 o'clock, 8:30 brings something in, until either the 9:30 brings something in, and for the oil at 9 o'clock, right? So, but for those reasons, in the meantime, we're going to sit aside for a moment, right? So I'm going to mute myself for a moment. I'm going to discuss a couple of things here on the back end, and I'll come back to you. All right, guys. So once again, yeah, sorry. As I said, I was muting myself because I needed to discuss a couple things on the background here. So nothing happening, just waiting, steady, standing by. So at this point, all markets are a little bit unbiased. There's nothing fueling the market behind anything. So it's here's where the best scenario comes into place, which is demonstrating the power of discipline. So there's nothing we can do at this point. Standing by. Okay. All right. All good. All good. So standing by. Standing by. There's nothing at this point that I can say or do other than the fact that we just need to chill and wait. All right. All right, so far 17 ticks out of the 20 for the pullback. Last one was about 20. Let's see what 50 looks like. Yeah. Get a closer look how many bars it's been it's on the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Entre. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can get ready for a potential sell setup here. Well, let me know if you see the validation on your end.
Yeah, get ready.
All right, hold on. The problem is that we're probably going to have to use the high as a stop, a tight stop, because it's really crazy. This last swing it was 60, so the ATR is really nasty. So I'm placing my floating order just to get it ready. This is not what I wanted to short, of course. I just want to have my floating limit order so I can drag and drop it what I want it. I might miss a trade, I might not, I don't know. We'll see. I need them to take that 50. That's the test. NQ on the move. ES on the move. Pay attention to those.
Alright, guys, get ready.
Let's see it. Let me see if they burst. They need to take, what, 50, 49, and 48. That's my problem. See, the 48 is kind of the important level there. That sucks. Right in there. Oh, which level you got confirmed next? I got the 20 something down here, but I just want to make sure. Okay, let's see, come on. Divot, one more, one tick. Just give it away. No, what is this? One, do you see? I got everything and I got everything lined up, or am I missing one on your end?
No, everything's lined up.
Okay. Wait. Then that means there it is. Let me see if I get it. 50. All right, we're in 50. 50. We're in. One tick. Come on. So we're short 47.50. Let's hope for the best. Let me calculating stops. Hold on. I'll give you the swing trading stop. Wait, it's not it. See, that's way too hardcore. It says here that is 78. Swing trading stop 78. Okay, I'll put it in there. Targets are supposed to be all the way down here at the. Let me explain at this point. So I'm short, fine. Now, you take whatever you feel comfortable in terms of profits. Based on the analysis of that we like to go with, which is swing trading, we like to aim for whatever happens below the swing low. At this point it should be, let's just say, the 47.12, right? I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know if they're going to reach it or not. The point is that that's the aim for. This is what the system is all about, right? So swing trading stop means 47.78, and I'm going to try to aim for 47.12, 47, blah, blah, blah. But we have supports before that. So we need to take those in account, right? You need to take that in consideration. We got supports way before that. So you're not going to bypass or ignore them. They are really strong. So you can use those as gauge of potential targets as well, right? So we're using a personal, you can use a personal objective like liquidate. We usually like to go with 10 to 11 ticks to clear out the first contract. But if we see it fit, we can just try to hold for the first objective or target, which at this point is at 40. And try to aim for that as the first targeting. Know for the fact that you see there is a green box anywhere from 40 to 35, meaning that after and if they reach this level, they're going to go, touch it, go through it or something, and then bounce back up again. All right, so you got to trail your stop. You got to, manage the trade accordingly. That's what I'm trying to say. So we're right now at the mercy of the market. We waited for the pullback. The pullback happened. We waited for transition. They took the no trade zone again. 1, 2, 3 for the fourth time. We got momentum indication of a bearish tendency. We got medium and short-term bias tendency focused on sell setups. We have a long-term perspective tendency of the bearish side. The only thing that is worrying me, that gets me worried, is that they never actually pull back up 20 ticks. They pull up 17, right? When in reality, the average calculation that we did was anywhere from 20 to 25. But the last pullback was 17. You can see it right here. And this pullback, if I zoom in, you can see that it says right there 17, right? So similarity has stayed high. We waited for the retake of the bottom of the no trade zone again as the giveaway that indeed the pullback might be the one that they just needed to leave behind. They've done it before, they're probably going to continue doing now. That's the logics behind this. It's not guesstimating. This is not just because, blah, 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 yada, yada, right? So following the main trend, check. Tendency going down, check. Sell setups are only the suggestion based on the long-term perspective, check. After they did a pullback similar to a previous one or far beyond, check, right? We waited for the market to retake the no trade zone. In other words, once they break the 50, they should continue on the way down, check. You see what we're doing here? Yes, it's like confirmation after confirmation after confirmation after confirmation. If it doesn't work, it didn't work. I'm not going to go cry or anything. I'm just saying, darn it, it didn't work. Let's do it again. That's how we go. That's how it rolls. Hopefully it works. Right? Look where we're battling. Prior support right there. You see, now we just passed through that level. That's good. Now we need to clear out the next one, which is 44. A lot of hurdles right there. Prior support or resistance are really important, guys. So let's see. Really hope these guys move, sooner than later. I know they're going down. It's just that I don't want them to delay the process. But what's the problem? There's no report today. Understand? So it's going to take longer than usual. There's nothing feeling the market now. 8:30 is coming up now. That might help or not. That's one good timestamp on the indices in the market. So we'll see. All right, here's the 8:30. Let's see. Emini S&P just broke out of the no trade zone. 35.50, 39.25 next. Let's see about this other one. On 25, just pretty much popped in. Can you verify the 25 for me, please?
1 second.
And anyway, I'm gonna put this.
Yep, confirm.
Okay, good. So let me just. That's a good one. No, come on, guys, just move. These guys are taking forever.
Here we go.
Yep. No, not yet the 6.6, right? Where is the omega 6? Not there yet. One tick away. Nikolai, no, because I'm not following it. All right, nice seeing you, Frank. Thank you for being here. All right, that's the Omega 6 for Mr. Cornbread. Brian got 5. You're welcome. Let's jump another 1,000. Steven, yeah, that's right. All right, testing the double bottom. We need to give that away, and we're good. If you're day trading at this point, if you're limited on your capital and whatnot, this is a moment. If you feel uncomfortable with holding the position, lock in some profit. That's what I'm trying to say. That's 8 ticks. Getting jumpy. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate it, man. I know this is not life-changing stuff, but yeah, the market is quite, you know, I said it, it's going to be quite nasty. It's slow. And tomorrow is a report, though, so obviously things get a little bit hasty before the report. We're trading crude oil on the right side here, NQ, Emini S&P, and gold market. These are the 4 markets that we analyze continuously every single day. We're using a Ninja Trader. The reason that we use Ninja Trader is because we like to see and control everything from our charts. I'm locking in 1 tick at this point, no risk. Locking in 1 tick at this point at no risk. Not willing to take any risk anymore. Brian, I switched to a 50-minute chart. I said it before because it's less noisy. Steve says, thank you so much. I took 20 ticks, 2 lots. You're welcome, Stephen. Nice. Nice to see you're taking a decent move there. Appreciate it. Brian, I'm not trying to confuse you. I'm just saying, when you have a chart that it's a little bit noisy, like up and down, it doesn't make any, you know, it's crazy. You know, the higher the time frame, the less noise it is, so it's easier. So this is what they call the Omega 6, and for those of you who are new here for the first time, obviously, what we're trying to, this is nothing that came up from us. It's something that other colleagues and members identified and let us know, and saying every time that we use the momentum entry, they've seen that we take at least 6 full ticks. It provides 6 full ticks like over 90% of the time. That's what they said, and you know, an inside joke is that everybody said that's we call it the Omega 6. I'm only doing 1 trade. I'm locking in some profits at this point because obviously we're in presentation mode, and I don't like to take, you know, risk at this point and look back. But you know, that gave it what, 8 ticks. Bob took 5. Thank you, Cornbread. The swing trading stop is still on the 78 level right there, all the way up there. 77, 78. Now remember, there's nothing behind this. There's no reports, no hype reports, nothing, and it's just pure speculation at this point. So it's going to take a little longer to reach the objectives. RL, that's a really good question. Since the CL trending is bearish, what's your take on buying put options on at the October 17 expiration, right? At the 46 strike price? 46, let's see. Hold on. I'll let you know. The problem with the strike price of, well, yeah, it would be, here's a level at 46 right here, 4601, which seems to be really good, and I'm going to be really honest with you. If we break the low of today of 4721, that 46 it might look really good for October, yes, RL. But my take would be for you to wait until the new low has been taken in consideration, okay?
Ticks.
All right, that's it. That's 11 ticks in there. Great job. We'll lock in 3 ticks in here. That's a bounce of the power zone. All right, so RL, do you got that? Hold on. Okay. Chuck got 10, Patrick 10, Maya 10. Yeah, the market is not moving that much, guys. This is as much as the market is willing to give us to right now, right? I wish that I can say, come on, move 40-pointer for everybody. But, you know, it's going to take a while. So we take whatever the market gives us. But it's looking good. The focus on the CL was a focus on sell setups only, which is really, really, really good. And we're aiming today, just so you know, wait for it, for 47 area. This is the key. This is the one that you're going to be aiming for, guys. This is the one for the morning session. So we're talking about a potential, a set potential, depending how you want to hold this or not, of about 50-pointer from the entry point that we have right now at this point. Okay? So yeah, fails 11, lucky 10. Let's see if the market gives us enough or not. 10 for Lincoln, Joy 10, Nick 11. You guys are rocking it. Awesome. Steve made 20. I'm guessing sold on the top right there, which is good. Still holding. I'm locking in 3 ticks on the last one, which is pretty decent. Hopefully, so they move towards the 47.12 or whatnot. Jose got 10, Eric 16, Junior, you're averaging out. So in other words, you got 10. And for those of you who doesn't see, I don't know who's seeing it or not, but here's the chat. Everybody's just talking about it right here. Okay, you can go back and check it out. All right, everybody. Spot on analysis, guys, right? If you're being here since yesterday or being here for the first time, that was, we're following along with the analysis, right? Spot on, really good outcome, really decent. Nikolai got 10 on 2. There you go. Thank you, Nikolai, for sharing. So let's see. This might continue. All right, so let's just wait. Okay. Spence got 10 on 5 plus 10, trailing 2. There you go. Awesome. Spence, great job. Yeah. As you can see, guys, they just held right there at the 39. You see the green background? Press 5 if you or just type in yes if you kind of understand what I mean. You see the green zone, 39 to 35, right? You see how they held and bounced from it? That's what I meant about those levels. It's a huge amount of floating orders that we're able to identify specifically there, not before nor after. It's just really awesome. But that doesn't mean that they're gonna, you know, reverse based on the momentum. It says that it's going to continue down. Hopefully they don't stop this out. But we should expect a little bit of a bounce right in there. Next level down 35. We unveil a new one at 25 as we came along this morning. 47.12, and we're aiming for the 47 flat. All right. Always love to follow your analysis. I will be joining again as a member when I'm finished with my house. Oh, Ahmed, thank you very much for that. Welcome back. Yes, indeed. Okay, so let's just hold here and wait. In the meantime, guys, I want to be really thorough with you. Don't want to waste your time or anything. We're holding here, and NQ is about, let's see, we're just following along. But for those of you, while this evolved, right? Right, here's what I want to offer you guys, right? If we can help you increase the confidence to finally trade successful, consistently, month after month, would that be worth it? I think it's worth it. We proved the point today, not only to be more profitable, but also become more educated and knowledgeable about your trade decisions, because we teach every day the reason why for the things that we do and the positionings. Would that be worth it? Replicate at least 13%. That 13% per month ROI would be awesome, isn't it? Maybe a percentage of that would be great. I don't know where you're at, but we've been doing that for the last 40 months. Would that be worth it, right? So here's what you're going to get, guys. Daily access to our live trade analysis. We actually charge our clientele through our consulting service, Omega Trading LLC, about $1,500 a month, right, for a small portfolio. You're going to be able to download the potential levels every single day, the levels of the market that we provide. This is how much we charge to our consulting clients on a separate level, right? Access to our 2-hour trade plan analysis and market profile. We charge about $297 a private one-on-one to provide this market profiling to them. In other words, we teach them, they bring us one chart. Let's say I want to trade FSLR, that stock, or Berkshire Hathaway. We're going to trade that one. What do you think? Where's going to be the best place to buy? We create a market profile of how that instrument behaves, and then we create a trade plan on top of it. We're going to teach you how to build that on your own so you can do it on any market that you feel like to. Isn't that awesome? Listen to what I'm saying. People pay us. They give us a market or instrument and said, what can I do with this? We go in, create a profile, identify the potentials of that market and the behaviors of it. Once we unveil that, we turn that into a trade plan, and we return this and sell it for $1,500. We're giving you a free training on how to do it on your own for 2 full hours as part of the members. If you don't see the value on that, I never teach this crap. I'm only on my mentorship programs, and now I'm making it available because we figured out that many of you are really good traders. You're just missing out a plan because you do not understand the profile of your market. That's the reason we're giving it away. If you want to take advantage of that, that alone is worth every penny, right? Unlimited access to our private community chat room that is open 24/7, so you can trade on your own with the analysis and help each other out. That's freaking awesome. $297 value per month, right? Daily price action lectures like you saw today and even yesterday. That for me, yesterday we recorded, by the way, we recorded it, we edited it, and we uploaded it into a private members area on our site because it was a freaking good, awesome training that we did. So you got that for free as part of being a member, right? And we typically charge about $500 per class. This is how much we get per lecture. Sometimes we get acquired. Can you lecture us on a webinar, somebody else or a colleague? This is as much as we charge, $500 per class. That's a total value of about $3,000 a month, guys. We're just getting this, right, for $297 a month. $297 a month, or 30 ticks per month, and you get the training for free, right? So that's it. Here's the way I see it. man, at least gives us a chance to prove us wrong. That's all. If you're serious about trading, of course, don't throw your money away. Don't pay $297 and don't use it. Come on, it's just common sense. If you don't, if you're not trading seriously yet, don't throw your money away. But at least takes us in consideration into the future, because right now you know that we might have something that a potential that we can certainly come in and help you out. Does that sound really good, right? So we're here to help you guys, because what we're looking for is for the long-term perspective of the business with you. I got stuffed out on +3 ticks. Eric, I think we do. Jimmy and Pete will help you out with any question whatsoever about that. Yes, we do. We're trading. Okay, we're trading October contract on CL. We just got stuffed out +3 ticks here. Come on, write that down. Put it on the, and we're done. But the market is still going down, guys. And look, 39 was hit, perfect. So from the no trade zone to the first support, and it stopped on a dime. It stopped on a dime, right? But we're going down. These guys are selling off today. Next level down 35, next level down 25, next level down 47.12. So hopefully we can see this evolving while I take some questions at this point. Okay? So far so good, guys. So far so good. I just want to know if you're here for the first time yesterday and today. Did you at least walk away with some killer knowledge that you can apply on your own? Anita, thank you. I like your style. Absolutely. Thank you very much. All right, awesome. I just want to make sure that you guys learned something out. If you still have questions from what we discussed, here's the, I'm open up right now. I'm opening up to help you guys. Well, I'm just waiting until the 35 is hit. I just want to see the 35 hit, and then I feel confident that we're done. Why? Because at that point, it would have been a really nice, 15, 16 ticks profit. All right, so thank you, AM. How do I get the market profiling training? Is that included as part of the members? Yes, Phil, it's part of the area. Jimmy, do you mind posting the link so I can show it? Oh, here it is. I'm sorry, didn't saw it. Let me show you where it is. You can just go to tradingmission.com/5- special offer. The link is just dropped in here, and it's going to be dropped on the top side of Chatzy as well, so you can access it. When you go down, check this out. You can just read whatever you want. Okay, here it is. How to create a detailed trading plan. It's a 2 full hour, right, training that I did. You watch over my shoulder as how I construct. I think we did gold at that point. I don't remember. But you watch me creating a market profile, and from this market profile, I created a trade plan. It was awesome. And many people followed it. Just this training alone, everybody just started trading that market. I remember, something like that. So this alone is worth the cost of the first month. So you're actually getting the month for free to watch us, see us, study our analysis, see my lectures every day by just acquiring the detailed trade plan. So whatever you feel comfortable thinking of, but I'm just trying to make you aware that the fact that you're not going to be throwing money away. If you're serious about your trading, I promise you, we're not here for taking your money. You're going to be blown away by the training. That's guaranteed. I'm really proud about my shit, so. That's a good one, Pat. Yes, CMV, good question. The question is, are the levels available to download? Check this out, CMV, look. Right here, you see Chatzy? Right? Look, here's Chatzy. You just go on the top, click, and these are the levels for you. You just click on CL, it will open up a chart, and these are the screenshots. You have everything laid out as I did the live analysis, so you have an easy recall on your memory as I was explaining it. This is what we figured worked out pretty good, because this is where I do the analysis live, and once you reload it again, you kind of remember what I was just saying, and you see the levels here labeled down for you, and you just translate those into your platform. And you got NQ, AS, GC, and probably more to come if we have the time. We need to break a certain amount of membership in order for me to add at least 1 or 2 more markets, because it doesn't make any, it's not worth, and look, listen, it's not professional that we charge way more for this for our clientele on the private mentor level of my company, and to give them away for just $297 here. To make it worth, we need to break a certain amount of members. Once we do that, for me, then I can just add up another 1 or 2 more analysis for other markets. Other than that, everything is just plain and simple left out for our private clientels or consulting clients. I'm just being honest with you, okay? Business is business, and you know, all good. Nevertheless, we got 4 right here. Yep. CMV chat is open 24/7 for you guys. Junior got 13 overall. Awesome. Tyler, first day, likely will you analyze and still wait with a runner on oil plus 10 on the first one, second contract of 2 contract. You're welcome to Salier. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Make sure to lock in some profits though, please, right? Don't leave out, if you're already on profit, just make sure to protect your profits. But great job. Next level down, let me just bring the charts back on. Hold on. All right, here we go. We're going down. Sam, yeah. Okay, Jimmy, you already took care of it. All right, awesome. Sam is in the members area. Break even plus 1. All right. Coming up next, I got that one. I got tendency for the continuation of oil. You see it?
Yep, same here.
9 o'clock. Let's see what's going on. Next level down 35, 25, and 12. Let's see. I just want to make sure that we hit the 35 so you can see the validity of what we do. Come on. All right, so come on. Show the people that they can trust levels. Give me the 35. Give me the 35. Come on. Give me the 35. Any moment now. We got everything confirmed that is going down. Just holding in there. Thank you, Salier. Come on, give me the 35. Then 25, but give me the 35. Now, before I close in, just wait. 9 o'clock, just always going this, going crazy at this point. But let's just wait and see. I got a couple questions here. What was the last one? 17, right? Yeah. Would be 54. Let's see. Okay, so any other questions at this time? Yes, Jose, you see here the NQ never broke outside the 28.25. So, good eye, man. Great job. All right. Patrick, okay, Guru, I got my goal. I'm done trading today. Great job, great analysis, and great decision, Patrick. You're awesome. There you go. Let's see. Come on. Give me that 35 so we can be done. I just want you guys to see and start trusting the levels. Remember, we are our main focus. We study the market. We're analysts. That's who we are, right? And I need you to pay attention. It's like what we're trying to create here is like a big trade room. Remember when I said when I was hired to oversee the analysis portion of that small hedge fund? That's what we're trying to recreate with Trade Imagine. It's just, I said, well, okay, so just imagine that we focus on analyzing really specific, and everybody else who is a member is the trading floor. So we do the analysis, and everybody execute on their own parallel kind of thing, right? It's just really awesome, and it's been working for 4 years. It's been, and we loved it. If we focus on what we do best, you guys are going to end up doing even better, right? So that's the main purpose, okay? I got a little late, and you do a quick recap of what is included with the membership, please. Louis, yes. I don't want. Okay, I'm going to put it on the side on a little bit. Let me minimize it. Hold on, because I don't want to miss out. But basically, you get live market analysis. You get the levels, so you can download them every day. You got access to the training course to create a market profile and the 2-hour trade plan. And you get unlimited access to the chat room, the chat seat where you're at right now. That's open 24/7. You guys can do whatever you want in there in terms of trading. Please try to keep everything in the positive mood, by the way. No bashing out. We have a lot of police in there just to make sure everything is just positive. Try to help each other out. And basically, it's all based on the analysis that we provide. And we provide, obviously, the extra bonus that the daily trading plan analysis, and we teach we go a little bit outside of the box just to give you guys an extra hump, which is missing on most of the other trade rooms. It's just a matter of providing value and more value, okay? So if you like our style, what you saw live yesterday and today, or whichever other days you've been with us, it's exactly what you get. All right, Terry? All right. Awesome, Terry. Welcome. Welcome back. I mean, this is awesome. Andy B, I waited a year. It's worth it. Thank you, Andy, for the comment. Awesome. Bill Connell, thank you. Thank you. Yes, we're really spot on the analysis. I mean, we're really proud of what we do. And yeah, we're proud of ourselves on it. So hopefully you can see the value. That's it. It's 9:07, 9:15. Man, that 47.35 should be reached by 9:15. So we're gonna give a countdown for the next, I would say 7 minutes, and see what the market will do at this point. But by 9:15, we should have seen this. This is a time and price relation. So they should have reached by 9:15 that 35. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna kid. Look, the low was what? 37 by 2 ticks. We missed the target, but yeah, but we'll see. All right, guys. So any other questions at this point would be great. Jay says all targets were met yesterday for the patient. Yes, indeed, they did. Jay, thank you for noticing it. Sam, thank you for being here. Thank you. Cheers. Here we go. Come on. It's not 9:15 yet. Come on, come on. Come on. Give me the 35 so everybody can see. David says, I'm new here. If I join, how do I start? David, yeah, Jimmy will take care of you at this point. Jimmy, do you mind? David, so walk him through the process, so help him out. David, don't worry, we'll help you, walk you through the process step by step. The first thing that I want you to do is just go take your time and watch the lecture. I know it's 2 hours. You don't have to consume the whole thing at once, but at least just give it a try, okay? Or consume it by blocks. It would be better. Tyler says, okay, where should our stop be on sale if we were still in? Stop should be at this point, since we took this brand new 2 lows right here, on the swing high would be the best bet at this point. Or remember the last, here's a trick. Remember the last pullback that was 17? Try to put it way above 17 ticks. Tim, it's inside the members area, Tim. The training is inside of the members area. Yes, it's a 2 hours video inside the members area. It's a 2-hour training, Tim. I was just answering a question. Is where was it? And here we go. Couple of minutes. By 9:15, I said 35 should be reached. Let's see. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, this is interesting. It's against the clock. We got 35, we got 25, we got 12, we got 47 even coming up next. Taylor, okay, I'm out at 37. Awesome. Great job. Great job. Craig, thank you for being here. You're more than welcome. Taylor, 10 on 2. Great job, Taylor. Great job. Phyllis says another 9 for me. Great job. You're welcome. Hat says plus 10 on second contract. All out now. Great job. That's what I wanted to see. Everybody's starting to clear out. All right. Great job. Anybody else holding a trade? Oh, Siler. All right. You still got one runner. Nikolai. Pretty sweet, Carlos. I got out with one tick away at 36. There you go, Luis. And 1 minute left, and I think that they're not going to hit it. Great job, Luis. Lucky T, I'm out. Plus 10, plus 7. Great results. Awesome. Yeah, awesome. Yes. So I think we missed it by what? 1 or 2 ticks? 35 from the low? By 1 tick. I'm not going to complain, I guess, right? Okay, 9:15 is here. Plus 10 plus 1 at 2. Okay, 12 plus 1. There you go, Jose. Awesome. Great job. C said, great analysis. You just need to get used to getting up at 4 in the morning in California. I know. It sucks. I know, see. But the cool thing, though, see, is that whenever you come back into the analysis, just so you know, we got a couple of clients like that, members. You just come here, and the analysis is going to be created right here for you guys. It's going to be available for you, so you're not missing anything, okay? It's right in here. All right, guys, so I think we're done. We missed that target for 1 tick. I'm not going to complain. I'm expecting another little bit of a bounce, and then probably continue. Just carry on with the analysis. Just carry on with everything in one direction. You'll see eventually 25, 47, 12, and 47. Just remember us. Remember Trading Mission. Remember Carlos, Juan, Jamie, Pitt, Trading Mission as a whole. When today you're probably going to see that 25 being hit, that 47.12 being hit, and perhaps that 47 being hit. Are the no trade, okay, before going on, okay, it says here, are the no trade zone calculated mathematically, or it is manually creating the zone and being at the beginning of the day based on what you see? Yeah, it's calculated manually. We create the zones, and then we confirm and confine the edges of it. by using floating orders and information that we acquired somewhere else. Okay, CMV? Good question, though. Lewis says, so the analysis is good for the whole day or just the morning? The whole day, and sometimes 48 hours. Hey, Mr. Winston is visiting us. Awesome. MS, anything wrong with holding here? We stopped at plus 30 and waiting for... No, MS, as long as you're willing to accept the fact of trading a stop that far, knowing for the potential move to the downside, you're absolutely doing good. In other words, you're doing your swing trading. Or you hear me, MS? So you're doing good. Okay? You're doing absolutely good. Winston, I can assure you. Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Winston. You are awesome. Thank you for the comment. Aaron says, so this is a black box? No, it's not a black box. It's a really live on the fly market analysis, right? And then I confirm our analysis with my peers or my mentors, levels or floating orders or whatnot, whatever they provide, and then we combine those. Give me a 35. We're looking for it. Let's see, any moment now. 1 second. Let's see. We're still holding here. Almost there. Let's see. Aaron, do you know what a black box is? Well, that depends. A black box is kind of a preset software or preset rules of engagement that doesn't change. That's the way I see it as a black box. It's something pre-recorded that doesn't change. It's set in stone. And, you know, that's the way I see that what the black box is on my side. Aaron, I don't know what you mean about your black box, but it's kind of a system, a computerized process. Am I right or not? Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, come on, give us that 4735. You can learn them whenever we open a class, Aaron. You can certainly learn how to. We teach them how to do that. It's not on the members area though. So it's it's a full-blown analysis services. It's just they change as we analyze the market. And right now, for instance, we did the analysis today, and this 4725 was not in the analysis, Aaron. It just popped up as we were doing the analysis. So basically, we confirmed the level, and once we have it confirmed, we just pretty much include it in there, and we just let you know. It's just it's pure live action analysis. That's what it is. But it's not based on a software. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not based on a software. You can learn it afterwards if you want to. Yes, of course. Many people have learned it. Hundreds actually. Absolutely. Yes. If you don't, you can be on your own. They say I'm okay. The great Sir wins. Yes, I could agree more. I was trading here with Carlos 2014, 2015, and it was the best result I ever had. Then I took a job. Okay, blah, blah, blah. But just can stay away, so I'm coming back. Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Emmett, for the comment. I really appreciate it. Wow, it's great to see that. Great job. Oh, take a look at that. Take a look at this. Wow. 42 ticks at 922. Learning experience here. Hold on. Check this out. I'm going to show you. Price action structure and symmetry. Look, this is really awesome. Move up. 42. 43. You see similar patterns on this pullback right here before it drop, right? This is really interesting. This means it could be a reversal, literally, or they're trying to, at least. In order for that to be validated, 4807, 4804 has to be taken in consideration. And the cool thing is that if they do reverse, you got the levels up where they're probably going to head towards. All right. Plus 10 in the first, plus 3 on the second. Thanks. You're welcome, Siler. Great. All right, guys, girls. I think it's been really awesome this morning. We had a blast. By this time, everybody should be stepped out on the trailing stops. MS said, I have seen in a handful of sessions, and the analysis on CL has been spot on every time. Thank you, MS. Absolutely. Christopher, plus 10 ticks. I trail my stop. Absolutely. Sample size, stepped out. I just can say another day without losses. Awesome. Thank you, Blue Trader. Awesome, guys. All right, so you have access to the levels from now on, guys. It's up to you to make it your approach. Now check this out. Take a look at the gold. Once it broke 94.10, first layer went just like butter right there. 95.30, and look at the green box again, where they stuck right on the dime. 96.50. Pretty awesome stuff, right? I don't trade gold. I'm just saying. I just identifying the levels since they were there before they happened. Take a look at the Emini S&P. Fake up move on the upside inside the power zone. You see that the power zone held perfectly right there. NQ power zone held perfectly right there. So these guys are, as I said, wait 9:30. Give it about 20 minutes. It will filter out most of the noise or the opening range, and then you'll see clarity. You know exactly where they're going afterwards anyway, because you got levels up and levels down either way. Okay, I would not, obviously at this point everybody's just they've got a couple of questions. Should we trade if they reverse to the upside? I would not be a buyer on CL until at least they break that 4807. As I said, the main trend is still extremely bearish, right? So be careful on that. Could be a fake up move anyways, but if you do, just trade your stop, go for the quick objective and be done. All right, so you guys are more than welcome. You guys are awesome. Thank you for taking your time being with us. I really hope from the bottom of our hearts that you encounter something different that there is out there, and that we enjoy what we do. We're doing it anyways, and we're just sharing it with you. Yes, we're trying to build a community, but it's just a community of savvy, well-educated, and fellow traders. It's like a fellowship. There's no competition in here. Nobody's better than nobody. Please, it's just a matter of helping each other out. And the most important thing, learn in the process how to become a well-educated analyst so that your trades become way better as a byproduct. Does that make sense? All right. Brian said, always educational for me, and what mattered most is discipline. Always grateful. Thank you, Carlos. Absolutely, Brian. That's exactly what we're trying to embark here. So God bless you. Share the love with your loved ones, guys. Don't put that aside right now. I'm going to have a nice break and breakfast with my wife. Tell her how much I love her. Actually, we built a gym, guys. We built a gym on the house, and we're getting back to shape. It's really freaking awesome. I'm excited. Anyways, yeah, because I was just getting like a, really out of shape. Anyways, see you tomorrow. Welcome to the new members. You guys rock on. Here's the opportunity. Stay on Chatsy. Ask any questions to the previous members. You're going to be impressed by what they have to say, good and bad, because the bad thing is the bad comments are the following. We did this before. We were doing this before, and now this is our result. This is how better I am in making the decisions. This is how better I am in my discipline on trading. This is how good I am creating my trade plan. We're missing that. What we're providing here for you guys, you will not find it in any other trade rooms. I promise you. Been there, lots of them, and plain and simple, you're not gonna find it. Period. All right, guys. Once again, thank you very much for being here. Hope to see you tomorrow. Once again, head towards right now. We're giving away 5 weeks for the price of 4. So in other words, all you have to do is go to trademission.com. 5 week special offers right there. You got the link on Chatsy. Go down. Read everything if you need to. Here's a cool thing. Join the room. Now check this out. So it's the 5 week offer right there. We're giving away 1 week extra, guys. Why? Because I need you to get acquainted with the way that we trade, so you get comfortable with it. You can ask a lot of questions. Watch that video, that true 2-hour training, and be ready by the second week. You already have a trade plan in place, and you're ready to rock on. And the most important thing, you can cancel anytime. All right. We want your business, not your money, on the long-term perspective. It's a long-term relationship. And not to tell that we're still working the kinks to see if we can do the Trading Mission Summit down here in Orlando. It's going to be awesome. Anyways, looking forward to meet you guys and see you in the members area, right? So thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers. Bye.